Text doesn't have to be boring, especially when you can animate and add effects like this. This one grabs attention, like a spotlight in a blackout. This one gets up close, so you can't miss it. And this one's built by what's behind it. You know what the best part is? I made all of them in CapCut for free. Let me show you exactly how to create these effects without breaking a sweat. First off, you need to import two images, a black and a color image. I'm going with yellow. Bring both images into the timeline. Add a text layer. Change the color of the text to black and place it between the two images. Select the black image and add a circle mask. Invert it and set the feather to 4. Let's add keyframes. Move the mask to where you want in the video and add a keyframe at the start of the clip in the timeline. Now move the slider a few frames further and move the mask to a different place in the video. Add a second keyframe here. Let's add a few more keyframes in a similar fashion. Now for the final keyframe, position the mask at the center of the video and scale all the way up. We are almost done. Right-click on the video and select Show Keyframe Animation. On each keyframe, right-click and open Graphs. Here, select Cubic Out. Repeat the same for the Y position. Hide the keyframe animation, and we are all set. Let's move on to the next one. For this, you need a background image and a magnifying glass image, which you can download from free sites like Pixabay or Pexels. Add the background image and a text layer to the timeline. Duplicate the two layers and place on top. With the two layers selected, create a compound clip. Now, scale up this clip to 140%. Add the magnifying glass to the timeline and set the scale to 40%. For this example, I want the image to move along the text, so I'm adding keyframes to move it until the end of the text. Move the image where you want the magnifying effect to start, and add a position keyframe. The animation looks too plain, so let's open the keyframe animation by right-clicking on the image. Click on X position and select a keyframe. Right-click to open the graphs and select Cubic Out. Repeat the same for Y position as well. Now the animation will be smooth. Let's get to the magnifying part. Select the compound clip below the image and add a circle mask. Move and scale it to fit the size of the magnifying glass. Add keyframes to the mask wherever the image has one. And finally, set the graph to cubic out like before. Now that the magnifying animation is done, let's create a negative mask. For this effect, you need a color background and a black background. Bring them into the timeline. Black should be on top of the color background. Now add a text layer and keep its color the same as your color background. Duplicate it and change its color to black. Now bring this text layer between the two backgrounds. Select the top text and background layer and convert into a compound clip. Now add a circle mask. Reduce the size to 1 and insert a keyframe at the start of the clip. After 7 frames, increase the size to 450. Move forward by 4 frames and reduce the size to 375. Move forward by another 3 frames and increase the size to 425. Move forward again by 3 frames and decrease the size to 375. This will create a pop-up effect for the mask. To make the animation smooth, let's open the keyframe animation. For each keyframe, select Graphs and choose Cubic Ease. Now we animate the position as needed. I'm adding an ease graph for each keyframe to give a smooth movement. To finish it off, let's add a pop-out effect. Move the slider to the last keyframe and add a size keyframe. Move ahead by 6 frames and increase the size to 450. Again, move 6 frames forward and reduce the size to 1. Smoothen the animation by selecting the cubic ease graph in Keyframe Animation. Now we have a negative mask. If you noticed closely, for all the 3 effects we used one common element, a circle mask. Now just imagine how many effects like these we can create using different masks and a little creativity.